Good morning class 4. This is me Ratna Mukherjee, your subject teacher of SST, and today we will study a new chapter, chapter number 2, and the name of the chapter is Evidence of History. And today's topic, archaeological sources. Today's topic is archaeological sources. So let's get started without wasting any time. Earlier, the chapter number 2, Evidence of History. Earlier we have learned that history helped to know about the past event and changes that took place over a period, a time, and historians are those who study history. In this period, in this chapter, we will learn that history helps us to know about the sources, about the past of collecting evidence from various sources. So sources of history have been classified into two types. The first type is archaeological sources and literacy sources. Literacy sources and archaeological sources. Today we will study the first sources, that is archaeological sources. Archaeological sources include artifacts and other physical remains like buildings, graves, tools and other objects used by people which existed in the past. Which existed in the past means all these things which existed in the past. Archaeology is the study of human activity through the recovery and analysis of archaeological sources. An archaeologist is a person who practices archaeology. Means the difference between in last chapter we had studied who was historian, and today we will discuss who was archaeologist. Who is archaeologist? So the difference between historian and archaeologist. The first historian, who is historian? A historian is a person who studies the past and in an authority on it. And who is an archaeologist? So archaeologists study human history through the recovery of artifacts left behind. Artifacts left behind. Alright? And who is historian again? A historian is more involved in research work, and again I am repeating, historian is involved mainly research work and studies various sources of history available. And who is archaeologist? An archaeologist is interested in the theoretical knowledge gained by excavating and finding old artifacts. So these are the difference between historian and archaeologist. So archaeological sources help us to reconstruct the past. Reconstruct means reframe the past. They are direct evidence of the past. They are actually direct evidence of the past. So let us study about some archaeological source. The first source, that is fossil. As you can see in your book, page number 13, this is the picture of fossil, means engraved the animal paintings on rock. Engraved animal paintings on rock means the buried and preserved and remain of dead plants, animals and humans that lived millions of years ago on, and the earth are called fossils. These are usually the remains of harder parts such as bone, skulls, creating a replica in stone. So these are the parts, these are called fossil. As you can see in the page number 13, this is the picture of fossils. Point number 2, that is stone. Stone provide information about different kinds, their diagnostic and the extent of their territory. Then extent of their territory. They are useful in knowing the chronology of various dynasties. They also give important clue about the economic condition of the empires and religions and artistic taste of the kings. The metal or alloy used for minting gives an idea about the scientific advancement during that time, means that those period actually. So coins provide information about different kings, their religions, their the dynasties and the chronology of various dynasties and empires and the conditions of empire actually. The main conditions of the financial condition of empires and kings, etc. The third point, artifacts. They are objects created by human during early civilizations like jewelry, jewelries and pottery, seals, toys, tools and weapon, etc. Paintings on cave, wall and stones carving are also parts of artifact. They reveal valuable information about prehistoric as well as historic times. For example, aloe vera caves painting in India. Elephanta caves, aloe vera caves, these are the important historic monument actually, and you can see the main artifact on them. So inscriptions, what is inscriptions? Bodh Gaya, the Ashok Stamp. The Ashok Stamp, you can see the main inscription written on the Ashoka's language, and inscriptions are the written record that were engraved on the wall and caves and the temples, rock, pillars and clays on copper tablets. They throw lights on language of people they lived on that time, and they rule of various kings and their destinies and their financial conditions and their religions, their traditions, their culture, etc., etc., etc. So, the social, religious and other aspect of life common people, for example, Sanchi Stupa and Qutub Minar and Ashok Stamp you can see, you can search on Google, otherwise you can see in page number 14, this is the inscription, this is the picture of inscription, you can see in page number 14, chapter number 2. The next, edicts and monument, the last topic of archaeological sources, edicts and monuments. So edicts are written and carved record of formal public commands issued by the king, and they give important information about the kings and their administrations. For example, the edicts of King Ashoka, I told you 5 minutes before, that helped the historians to write history on the Maurya's dynasty. And the monuments, ancient buildings like palaces, temples and mosques and stupas and tombs are referred to as monuments. How many monuments? There are so many monuments in India. You can see Taj Mahal, the seventh wonder of the world, Taj Mahal, then Hawa Mahal, Jaipur, and so many tombs like Agra in Jodha Akbar tomb and Jodha tomb, and temples like Gorakhnath also is a monument. Then places and buildings like Red Fort, Qutub Minar, these are the examples. A golden temple, this is the best example, the golden temple of Amritsar. So this is the monuments and edict. Read page number 12, 13 and 14, the archaeological sources, and if you have any doubt related to this topic, please contact me. I will solve as soon as possible. Till then, tomorrow we will study the last topic of chapter 2, literacy sources. But before starting point number 2, please read archaeological sources, is very important, and please read difference between historian and archaeologist. So this is it for today, class 4. Thank you very much. Have a good day.